Hi, boys and girls. Wanted to share with you an Earth Day art project. Earth Day was yesterday, but we can celebrate it any day. It's springtime, so you're probably spending a lot of time outdoors. And I thought the next time you go out for a walk, you should pick up some interesting rocks, small stones, smooth rocks, rough rocks, anything that interests you. And also look for some sticks that don't have any bark on them, like this stick. Here's some of my rocks that I brought home. There's a sort of rounded rock and a really smooth pea-shaped rock. And this is a piece of shale, and it's rough. When you get home, you're going to wash the rocks off, and you're going to have your parents paint them for you white before you start the project. So I used regular house paint to paint the rocks and let them dry for a few hours. So I painted the top and the sides, did not paint the back of the rock. You can if you want to. And then when they're dry, the only thing you need for this project are some crayons and possibly a Sharpie marker if you want. So I took my white rocks and with my crayons, I wanted, if you have a rock like this that's already very light, you don't have to paint it. I forgot to tell you that. So you want to color a rock that's a solid color, like this one. I started by rubbing it all over with a white crayon, and then I added the green. And then when I was all done with the green, I added a little bit more white, and it sort of helped to smooth out the green and make it very even. And as you can see, it's a shiny looking rock. It doesn't exactly look like the stone that I started out with. And I did the same thing with the yellow. Here's a yellow rock. And then this one was already white, and I put red crayon on it. And then this one I used white, and then I put a sparkle crayon on it. Thought that looked really cool. Another thing you can do is you can paint a rainbow on the rock. I did that on this rock. And I put a flower on this rock. So there's lots of things you can do. Here's an American flag and a kitty cat. And this is the one with a Sharpie. So those are some ideas. And for the sticks, you're coloring the same way, but on a stick. And you don't have to paint the stick white first. So here's one of my sticks that I colored. And you have to press really hard when you're doing the stick. I did it on a table, and I kept turning the stick around to get the different sides. I think it came out really nice. And this is another stick that I colored. I just put circles all over this stick. And that is my Earth Day project. Now, when you're all done with your rocks and your sticks, you can keep them inside, or you can put them outside, maybe on a sidewalk or where someone would walk, so they'll be surprised and happy to see them. It always cheers me up when I find a rock that somebody's painted when I'm walking. Now, another project that I had talked about in the art kits that some of you picked up was something called kintsugi eggshells. And this is how you write the word kintsugi. I looked it up. Kintsugi is the Japanese art of repairing broken pottery. And they do this by mixing lacquer, which is sticky, with some powdered gold. And you can look up this pottery online. It's so beautiful. But with the eggs, there's an artist in New York named Elisa Sheehan who makes kintsugi eggshells. And she actually probably repairs the eggs, these shells that are broken, and uses actual powdered gold. But I just took some eggshells from my house from cooking. I broke them, and then I took the membrane out from the inside. I painted them with watercolor, and then I put a coating of, I think you call it acrylic glaze on the top. and that makes them really shiny and beautiful. I told in my art kit, I told about this. Sophia, who's in pre-K, made this example. She did these at home, and she used watercolor, and she had some gold sparkles, and she added that. So those are my projects for today, and I hope that you enjoy them. I hope that you'll try them out, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.